Hi everyone, I'm Emerson from the CameraKit team, and today I'm going to show you how to get started with CameraKit in your Android Studio project. So file new project, I just call it CK Demo. I'll pick API level 8.0 just for the heck of it. Start with empty activity. A main activity, sounds good, finish. So while this is building, I'll tell you a bit about what CameraKit is. CameraKit is a wrapper for Google's Camera 1 and Camera 2 APIs, which have been known to be some of the hardest APIs to integrate into your application. And CameraKit provides a simple interface to interact with those APIs and just quickly and reliably create camera objects and take pictures and eventually record video in your application as well. So the first thing we'll do here is come up to Gradle scripts, the app build.gradle, and add the repositories for CameraKit. So it looks like the repositories. And it's this link here from Maven, and there's the URL. And I'll have all the code in a GitHub repository so you can follow along and copy paste these things as well. Then we'll add the implementation for CameraKit. As of this recording, the latest version is 1.00 beta 1. So we'll sync that, make sure it works, and then come over to the layout activity main. So the first thing we'll add to this layout file is a camera view object. So we'll get rid of this default text view. And we'll import the camera view from the package CameraKit. So it's com.camerakit.camerakit view. And so the layout width and height will just match parent for now. We'll give it an ID, and the ID will just be camera. Okay, perfect. And we'll also, these are all the different attributes we can set, and we'll just do facing for now and set that to back. So I'll close that off, delete that there. So that'll be just a very simple CameraKit view that'll display on the whole screen. So hop over to the main activity file, and first we'll import com.camerakit.camerakit view, and then we'll add that as a member variable of this class. We'll just call it CameraKit view. And so we'll set that to the ID we just set in the activity main layout. So we'll find view by ID and then r.id.camera. The next thing we have to add is the onResume and onPause functions. So first we'll override onResume, call super onResume, and then CameraKit onResume, and then we override the same thing for onPause. So we call super.onPause and CameraKit view.onPause. So the last thing we have to add before we can do a quick first demo is the request permission listener functions. So we'll override public void. It's on request permission result, and it takes a few things: the request code, string array of permission, and another int array of the it's called grant results. So inside this function we have to do two things. First, we call super on request permission result and pass it those three parameters: request code, permissions, and grant results. And then we call our CameraKit view dot on request permission result, and again pass it those same three parameters. It looks like I made an error here. That should be permissions, not permission result. Okay, now we're about ready for the demo. Let me fix this. That should be CameraKit view. Okay, and we can run it on our device. So I'll press play and pick our Google Pixel. So here on the device in our demo app, all we can see is just the CameraKit view. So this is the raw video feed coming from the camera, and we have nothing else on the screen. That's just what we expected. So now back in the code, let's add a button to our view. So I'll put the button in here below the CameraKit view, and we'll make it an app compat button, and we'll give it some attributes. So first we'll give it an ID, and we'll just call it photo button to start. That sounds like a good name. We'll give it a few parameters. So the layout width to wrap content, and the layout height also wrap content. Then we'll give it a background color of this accent color. It should be a good pink. We give it some text as well, so we'll call it capture. And we'll also give it constraint layout parameters. So this is in our constraint layout. So we'll tell it to be the constraint bottom of parent. So I'll align it to the bottom of the device. And we'll do constraints on the start and the end of the layout as well. And I'll close this off. So we can run this demo, and now we should see just a button on the screen and nothing else. So here's a demo app, and you can see our pretty pink capture button is there and nothing else on the screen. And the button's not wired up to do anything yet, and we'll get to that next. So here, back to the main activity, we'll add some button code in here. So first we will call it photo button, and we'll do find view by ID. I'll define that button in a second. Okay. And then we will set the on-click listener, just like that, and we'll call the method photo on-click listener. So I'll define that photo button object, and we'll import button as well. So underneath the request permission result function, we'll add a new view on-click listener, and that O there should be a capital O. I'll fix that in just a moment. And it's a new view on-click listener. Again, it should be capital O. Okay, so then we'll override the on-click method. So there we go. And the on-click takes a view v. And so inside this on-click method, we will use CameraKit views capture image function. So CameraKit view.capture image, and we'll pass an image callback, and you can autocomplete that, and it fills in very nicely. Here in the onImage function is where we're going to save our photo. So first we'll rename the byte array from bytes to photo, and to do that we'll create a file stream object. So first a file output stream is needed. Call it output stream. But before that, we need to create a file object of where the file will be stored on the device. So that looks a bit like this. It's a file object. We'll call it saved photo. And we'll grab the external storage directory from the environment object. And we'll call the file we're going to create photo.jpg for now. And you can come up with a more creative naming strategy. We'll stick with something simple, just a single name for the time being. And then in the file output stream, you put save photo.getPath, and that'll get the path of the photo we're trying to save. So it's yelling at us here to put this in a try catch block, because it might throw an exception. So I'll wrap this in a try and catch. And we're going to catch on an IO exception, excuse me. We'll call it E. And we'll just print stack trace and make a little log message if this error occurs. Okay, import log as well. Okay, so with the file output stream, we can write our photo bytes. So file output stream.write, and then close the output stream. So there you have it. Now we will run it on the device a final time, and you can see everything working together. So here's our device again, and we've loaded the CK demo on it. And here's the preview and a capture button, just like we drew it up. So go ahead and press capture, and then we'll open the Photos app. And from here, there's our picture we just took. So there you have it. We started by adding the repository and the implementation to the build.gradle, then added our views to the activity main XML, and finally interacted with those views in the main activity. If you have any questions, feel free to message us on Slack. I'll put that in the video description, along with this repository for the demo application and the overall CameraKit repository, if you have any issues with CameraKit as a whole or want to contribute yourself. If you have a suggestion for what you'd like to see next, be sure to let us know. Thanks for watching.